What do you mean no add to cart button? Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Melissa, the owner of Cali Meets NYC, and we are a home fragrance business based out of Lake Worth, Florida. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Lake Worth, I thought you were in Newark. We were. We moved. We moved about 2 months ago, and I made a video about our journey, our first vlog about the journey of us making our way from Newark to Florida, and I'll put that video right here so you can see our journey. And we have been on hiatus. My candle business has been on hiatus for about a month and a half, and I really wanted to relaunch, but I made a major mistake. Let me start in the beginning. April 2nd is our anniversary. We turned 2 on April 2nd. So I was really excited. I really wanted to launch the business on April 2nd. However, we did not have everything set up. This room itself was storage as far as like any of the boxes that came. We put them in here and then we slowly unpacked it. And so this room became that storage room. This is our second bedroom I'm using as a studio, and it is going to be a dual purpose studio / guest bedroom. So I will do a little tour in another video once everything is really set up. Well, anyway, so we were still getting things set up and couldn't do the April 2nd relaunch. So I decided on April 16th, I really didn't want to put it off too far. I obviously wanted to be in time for Mother's Day, in time to market for Mother's Day, whether or not I had a Mother's Day candle. Well, so April 2nd came and I didn't do the numbers I was expecting. I did get some sales, so I'm not going to be bummed out about that, but I was really expecting this big boom because I had a lot of people when we were closed DMing me, asking me, hey, when are you guys reopening? And I was really expecting that big boom because a lot of people were DMing me. And so, obviously I had to say, hey, no, we're not open. We do have some candles here. You can shop here. So I'm not exactly sure if they went and shopped at those places or they decided to hold off, or maybe they didn't see, because I did not push my social media far enough before the launch. I really didn't. And I say that to you because on our initial launch, I got my social media handle November 2020. And that's 6 months prior to our launch. So I was putting people notice, giving 6 months notice before relaunching. So I was ramping up my social media following, telling people, hey, I have a candle brand, make sure you follow us, make sure you check out. Everything that I was putting out there was behind the scenes. I was making candles. I had some graphics that I created. I had a lot of things that was happening. So you could see, my old vessels, the white vessels from Candle Science. You can see gold labels on there, which I have none of that anymore. And you could really see that journey. My launch day, on April 2nd of 2021, I made about $1,000. I wasn't expecting that this time around, but I was expecting a little bit higher than what I received. The thing that really tripped me up is I was so tired. I was so tired because I really underestimated I forgot what it was to actually launch my business, because when you stop and then start your business, it's basically like starting over. And that's what I felt like, is that I was starting over. I had to, hype people up and make sure, hey, you guys know that we're still in business, we're not gone, we're here. I wasn't doing that in my social media. I definitely didn't do that through email. I didn't do that through SMS. I didn't do any of that. So that's lesson one that I did not do. Lesson two. After everything was said and done, I took all the photos for my products. I had all of the scent descriptions. Everything was on the website, or so I thought. What I didn't do is, because I was so tired, I think I went to sleep at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So I pulled an all-nighter, and that I woke up at probably 11:30, and I did like a quick once over with the website, made sure that my email was ready to go, make sure that my SMS was ready to go, made sure that I had a Instagram post ready to go, checked over the site quickly, very, very quickly. I should have had another set of eyes on the website before I actually launched it. Launched it, and crickets. I'm talking. To me, it was like an absolute nightmare. I had crickets, and I was like, I have no sales. Okay, people are going to the site, so I'm looking at the views, and I said, okay, people are going to the site. Nobody's adding to cart. What's happening? And so I'm starting to freak out, because I'm just like, what the hell is happening? I get a DM from a candle supplier who I actually tagged in the video, Mika from Maryland Wax Club. She was like, hey, I'm trying to check out, and there's no add to cart button. I was like, what do you mean no add to cart button? I started freaking out. I quickly rushed to my computer and checked, and every cent, everything, there was no add to cart button. Every product that I had on my site had no add to cart button. Now, mind you, if you're on the home page, you can like shop around, you see that, and you can quickly add to cart and then check out. But if you are actually clicking on the product and you want to see the scent description, which obviously if it's a new scent, you're going to want to check that out. I honestly worked really hard on the scent descriptions, so I hope people do read them. And I messed up. That was the biggest mistake I made. So I had to go back and do the add to cart on every product. What happened is that I had updated my Shopify theme, and I did not, and it looks beautiful. I updated it. I don't know, for whatever reason, the theme, you have to now click the add. You have to click forms, the form buttons would add the add to cart. So any of your add to cart features, your quantity features, those are now separate. So you have to go and add them in separately. Had no idea. So within the first hour and a half of my launch, I had no add to cart button. And I think what might have happened is that people checked and people were like, this site is incomplete. Some people don't even question it. They don't DM you. I'm like, thank God that Mika had DM'd me and told me about my oops. And I fixed it, and then she checked out, a couple other people checked out, and like almost immediately after that. So I'm like, clearly that was the issue. Clearly that was the issue. Nobody was telling me I should have had a once over with someone else, through someone else's eyes, because I had been looking at it for so long. I should have had my husband look through it. I should have had my mom look through it. I had nobody look through it before I had launched. And that was a big, big oops. So that was my biggest mistake that I had made during my relaunch. I had no add to cart button, so nobody could check out. Nobody could buy anything. How can you have a launch day without an add to cart button? Nobody could buy anything. It doesn't work. With that being said, I really hope that you guys learn from your mistakes. Have someone check over your website before you actually put it out there, and then ramp up your social media. Make sure that you are ramping that up, hyping people up before you relaunch your site, because I know there's a lot of people who are relaunching because of circumstances and things of that nature. But make sure you do all of that. Do your due diligence before you put it out there, because I sure didn't. All right, you guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment for more videos like this. Until next time, bye, you guys.